Okay, so today I'm going to be taking a look at Colorforms, and Colorforms were a toy that came out around the 1950s. They still make them today. They are kind of like a puzzle construction art type toy where there was little pieces of vinyl that you would stick to a glossy background and make different scenes with different characters and things like that. There were hundreds and hundreds of Colorform sets that were made with anything from Michael Jackson to the A-Team to Looney Tunes and Star Trek. So today we are going to be looking at a Dukes of Hazzard Colorform playset, which is proof that all of life's problems can be solved by jumping over gorges or going through a barn.
Well, yeehaw! This week we're going to take a look at the Dukes of Hazzard Colorforms playset. What are Colorforms? Well, I'm not sure I exactly know, but let's take a look at them and see if we can't figure out what's going on. So each Colorforms playset would have like a different licensed character or something, like the Ghostbusters or Popeye. And you would get a whole bunch of these little stickers here, which are like these little vinyl stickers. They kind of look like Shrinky Dinks almost. And you would put them on these backgrounds, and you could make your own little scenes. Like, say if you liked, you know, the Dukes of Hazzard or something, you could act out a Dukes of Hazzard scene. And the gimmick for this toy was that they would stick to the backgrounds like magic. So you could, you know, hold it upright and you know, you could show it like a big picture, and then you'd have your whole big picture of, like, the scene. So, let's see what types of stickers we got here. We got the General Lee. We got a really cool one here, it says Vroom under the engine. That's pretty neat. And then we got the regular General Lee here. You got the Luke Boys pickup. There's Daisy, a little mailbox. And then you got the Sheriff, Daisy's Jeep, Boss Hog, and his Cadillac there, always coming after the brothers. So let's see how this works here. So we'll take the General Lee and we'll put that going over the gorge here with the little vroom. Yee-haw! And we'll set up the little barrier there that the General Lee is going to be jumping over. That's pretty cool, right? And we'll get Daisy's Jeep here. Daisy's going to be parked there. We're gonna pretend they're gonna go see daisies. They want to see those Daisy Dukes. And there's the pickup truck parked down the road. And let's see. Okay, so we'll move this up a little here. Let's see. Let's move this here. So they're already halfway across the gorge. And you got the Sheriff. It looks like his car didn't make it. He got pretty banged up there. I'll put a little puff of smoke going under the General Lee there. There's the mailbox for the Duke residence there. And then here you go. Oh man, here comes Boss Hog down the road. He's trying to cut him off at the pass too. So, will the Duke brothers make it home? Will they escape the Sheriff and Boss Hog? You know, you can make your own little adventures with Colorforms, and they're pretty neat. I mean, these have kind of dried out. I mean, they're about 30 years old, so you got to use a little water sometimes for them to stick. So if I put this all the way upright, this would probably just, you know, slide all the way off. But they're really cool. I mean, you know, you can, you know, do pretty much anything that you want with them. And the gimmick with these toys is that you had to have imagination. You know, it wasn't an iPad or a phone or something that you had to figure stuff out. You know, you could be like, oh my god, you know, Daisy Duke's in the middle of the road and Boss Hogg is like, you know, ran her over or something. You know, oh here come the police. You know, and they're coming down the road. You know, let's get the good police car out. You know, oh, what are you doing, you jerk? You ran her over. What the hell's wrong with you? You know, and some other pickup truck is coming down the road, and they're chasing the General Lee. You know, and they're coming around into the farm. They're like, we're gonna get them damn Duke brothers. You know, a bunch of crazy rednecks coming. You know, and they've got they're chasing Daisy down the road. Yeah, let's get Daisy. She's hot. Let's get Daisy. And she's in the Jeep, and she's like, oh my god, help, help. And so, like, you know, they're trying to escape, and then, you know, the Duke brothers are down the road, and they're like, oh my god, we heard that, you know, we heard Daisy's in trouble. So here they come. Woo! They jump over the gorge, you know, get the rednecks and beat the hell out of them and everything. So, yeah, I mean, they're pretty neat. I mean, I don't think that a lot of people would really get them now, but I think they're really cool. And you gotta love the art. The art is really fun, you know, with just all the different little decals and figures of the Luke, you know, the Duke boys, and you gotta love this, the General Lee, vroom. I mean, that's friggin' awesome. So, yeah, they've been around for a while. They actually still make Colorforms today, believe it or not. I don't really know how well that they still do. But they started off in the 1950s, and Colorforms was actually one of the very first toys to ever be advertised on television. And their first character that they used to brand the toys was Popeye. So they were actually one of the first toy lines to also use a registered trademark, you know, to endorse their product. That's my look at Colorforms this week. Hope you learned a little something about them. Hope you think they're neat. I think they're cool. They're definitely still collectible, and I love the General Lee and the Dukes of Hazzard. And I'll see you again next week for another Toy Review Thursday.